Hello, it's Kpop Supremacy and today I'm going to be sharing my K-pop stan list for 2023. The one I made last year, which most of you probably haven't watched, had way too many groups and was practically made up of every group I knew at the time. Additionally, some of the stuff in that video isn't even true. I barely tune into TXT comebacks, but I said they were one of my alts. Weird. Anyways, this time I wanted to go into more depth as to why I love the groups I stan, and give a brief history about how I started stanning them. I don't know, but recently Red Velvet has been hitting very hard. They don't have a single bad album and have less than 5 skips out of a discography that's over 140 songs long including the solos. I haven't really taken in much variety content from the Cake Girls, but the music is incredible. How could I not stan? I listened to their entire discography in June of last year, and that was both the best and worst decision I have ever made. Best because I get to listen to top tier music, but worst because of how much money I've spent on Red Velvet albums. If you have any extra time, I highly recommend finding a playlist or something that has Red Velvet's best songs and listening to it. I won't ask you to listen to their whole discography, that's like 8 hours long. All I ask is that you listen to 10ish songs, please. I love every single E-Last album so much. E-Last was the first group I truly alted, based on my current definition of an alt group. I had alts before, but E-Last was the first time I got truly excited and put effort into interacting with the fandom. Being an L-ring changed the way I view K-pop. I also developed the belief that everyone should stan a truly new or extremely underrated group. Stanning a group with less than 250,000 monthly listeners on Spotify made me much less toxic, and I was glad that being an L-ring could heal me from my toxic blink habits. It was bad. Anyways, stan talent, stan E-Last, and Kpop Supremacy.
새로운 모습으로 바꿔. So you are mine, so you are my muse. Every day, every night 네가 또 찾아와. 넌 님이었는데 네 생각 따라와. 벗어나고 싶어 미칠 것만 같아. 넌 왜 웃고 있어. 다 지워버린 건 아닌지, 애초에 없던 사람인 건 아닌지. 그대 인생에 존재하지도 않는 의미조차 없는 그런 추억이었다면 나 곁에만 있어줘. 매일 너의 맘속에 있어줄게. 언제나 환한 미소로 너에게 달려갈게. 힘든 일이 있어도 나는 여기 남아있을게. 그때처럼 웃어주면 돼.
Now it's been a long day. I will send you today. You're somewhere, I'm sure. 네가 날 보는 걸 알아.
I want to start this section by saying that I am aware of Loona's current situation regarding their contracts. I will not be talking about that because I have not read much information myself and most of my knowledge about the topic is from other content creators. I am participating in the boycott and I will support the members no matter what they decide is best for their future, even if that means disbandment. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to gush about how much I love Loona. My first experience of Loona was me being obsessed with even the Hi music video, but having no idea who she was. Then I just fell down the rabbit hole known as Loona Island. Loona was the group I struggled to pick a bias the most. I'm pretty sure, as a baby Orbit, I claimed to have biased every member at some point. Eventually Go1 and VV became my biases, and recently Yojin joined them. I personally like their older music more, but their current music is still really good, so I will continue to stan and support Loona, not Blockberry. Going into 2023 not knowing if Loona will survive as a group is kinda scary, but it's okay. As long as the girls can find their happiness I'll be fine.
투명하게 make you mine. 투명하게 make you mine. Hey, 난 나만 아는 정리션. 내게 어울리는 style. You're so stylish. 먹고 밥 말해. Listen, 너에게만 들려주고 싶었던 너의 heart. Nothing 이제그만 의미조차 사라져 남겨진 love letter. 새로운 universe 나를 가득 비추어 작은 너의 떨린 숨결마저 잡힐 듯 가까워 우리만의 universe. 맴맴맴 돌고 있어 난 너의 행성 언젠간 너의 곁에 닿을 때까지 점점 더 다가와줘 중력을 거슬러줘
불 꺼진 romantic all my life 내 주위는 autumn lovely day 내 눈 속에 빛
50/50 is the most recent addition to my alt list. I remember sitting in my business class on November 18th listening to their debut album and being blown away by every song. I didn't call them an alt at the time because I wanted more music first before I confidently called them an alt. I also remember sitting on my bus the 23rd of February being surprised that Cupid was already released on YouTube since it wasn't supposed to be released until the 24th. I also remember when everyone was freaking out that it was on the YouTube trending page. Cupid was instantly amazing to me and it solidified them as an alt for me. Seeing the success Cupid has had makes me excited to see what the girls will release next. I'm so proud of all their success and I hope they will be able to maintain a portion of the Cupid hype with their next release.
With the lights off. 이 시간이 다시 만나게 해. You feeling me? Ooh, I'm losing again. 좀 느리더라도 되길 원해. Falling in, loving me, falling in, loving me, loving me. Loving me, loving me. I feel like sweet life, live for the good times. 우리 둘이 기분 타고 높이 올라가. High, high, high. We fly, 구름을 갈라. 두 발 아래 착해지는 세상이 보여. High, high, high. Oh yeah, I guarantee I gotcha. I've been craving for your love. Can't see nobody but us.
Twice was one of the first groups I ever stan, so they will always hold a place near and dear to my heart, but I don't feel like I can call them my alts. There is no real explanation. I simply don't get the same feeling from Twice when I compare them to groups like Last, Red Velvet, or even 50/50. Their music has improved so much over the years and I'm so happy that they could open me up to a whole world of K-pop that isn't girl crush and made me comfortable listening to bright, bubblegum pop sounding music. Fun fact, Feel Special was the first K-pop album I ever listened to in full.
I need your cut right now. I want you to hear me say moonlight, sunrise, baby come be my starlight. Moonlight, sunrise, Steamer, sweeter가 sweet, sweeter가 너 때문에 약해지잖아. 내 맘 흔들려, 내 머릿속에 어떤 you. 오래된 불빛, 나를 보는 너. So I'm trying to dance right to the ocean. 더 깊이 네 손길로 내 운명의 비밀 다 모르지만 all of it 너일 거야, 너일 거야. I feel like a firework. like a donut 마요이 콩나고 이런 하지만 이 모아리 못날 달리는 love loop, 달리는 love loop. 여기는 ice cream 보다 달콤한 그대 목소리가 들려오죠. 향기로운 꽃을 찾는 내 나비가 되어줘요. 그대 잡고 단단단단단 Can we stay in this moment? 단단단단단 별이 새도록 춤을 추자. 곧 끝나지만 I wanna go through. 멈추지 말고 저 싶은 생각에 들어간 우리 창에
The music is really good. I remember hating the fact that I had to wait for Hype Boy to be on Spotify. Also, I really struggled finding a bias. Like Loona, I biased every member of the group at some point. First Heen because she used to do the Boney Hani show with Wonjun from Elast. Second Hani because she has a pretty voice. Then Minji because she is extremely pretty and grabbed my attention. Then it changed to Danielle because she is drop dead gorgeous, funny, and I liked her voice. Then at last, it finally settled on Heron because our personalities are so similar. All I know is that these girls have such an amazing concept, with even better music that suits my taste extremely well, and I can't wait to see how they grow.
I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt. I just wanna hear your mind. 'Cause I know what you like, boy. You might can't make you like, boy. 내 지난 날들은 눈 뜨면 있는 꿈. Hi boy 너만 원해. Hi boy 내가 전해. Don't want to stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back, oh say it through. 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it through. I don't wanna 없어, 배고파도 음료는 없어. 목말라도 달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아. Oh my god, yes and yes on that. I was really hoping that it will come through. Oh my god, 단 너뿐이야. Asking all the time about what I should do. Now I can never let him go. 나만 생각나 24/7 tension. You got me looking for attention. 깎이는 정말 헷갈리지만 분명히 you got me looking for attention. I'm a villain, I'm a 시대로 기억해 unforgiven. Unforgiven. 'Cause I'm too spicy for your heart. Like a fire alarm. 심장을 파고드는 너. I'm too spicy. 번지는 작은 속에 너. 바로 그 순간. 'Cause I'm ready. 특별한 me and you. 가까이 갈래 I want to. 눈을 못 피하게. 말도 못 돌리게. 사라져. So catch me if you can. I will walk it down, left and right. 넌 쉽게
기다릴게